Hello my friends and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 random run. Hope you're all doing well. I am going to take a random class and random weapon and try to win Danger 5. We're trying to get as long a win streak as possible and the highest win rate possible, so I'll spoil the results of the previous video in a second to talk about where we're at. If you haven't seen that one, definitely go check it out. We got Hammer Engineer and it was super fun, but also very difficult. I will spoil the results momentarily. So we lost that one, which brought us back to 0 win streak. So definitely need to recover from that, which I'm hopeful that we can. The Hammer Engineer was super difficult. I actually ended up trying it twice in that video, and I'll probably revisit it at some point to try to make it happen, because I thought we got pretty close the second try, but definitely need some adjustments to make it work. I also, at this point, want to say shout out to Cloette SK. Thank you so much for the $20 donation on my previous video. Super generous of you, and I really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Let's random and see where we are at. Alright, well, we got the streamer. This is one of the harder ones, so there's a lot of weapons here that are going to be quite difficult. I think streamer really suffers with basically any melee weapon. And in fact, I think this is one of the hardest characters in the game with the most traps in the game. So we're going to have to see what we get. I feel like there's a lot of weapons here I will not be able to win with, but we'll do our best with whatever we roll. Let's find out. Oh no. Okay, well this is probably the worst possible outcome. What I might do here is try to do a mostly not standing still streamer and just use the damage and attack speed buff on the planks, because this is going to be just brutal. I don't really know how we can make this work. Let's get into it and try to find out, I suppose. So we stand still, and you can see right away we can't, because we're a melee character, we can't stand still the way a ranged streamer can, because as soon as an enemy gets on top of us, we really have to move immediately, and they do get on top of us. So we made a lot less money than you hope to off of the first wave as a streamer. Plank also has a fairly high base cost as a weapon, so building those up is going to be tough, but it does at least have some knockback. We might need to buy knockback even to try to make that work. I'm going to buy the coffee and the landmines. Landmines gives us +2 armor, so that's really nice, and we'll buy the plank. I do have to correct myself from my previous streamer video. I said that landmines, when they spawned, gave you 2 armor based on being on the ground. It doesn't work that way. It counts constructs that you have in your inventory, so landmines just counts as 1 no matter how many are spawned. Something like Pocket Factory only counts as 0 because it's not actually a construct. But landmines will give us 2 armor, and so 2 armor for 17 is a super good ratio. That's one of the advantages that the streamer has. Let's roll and see if we can lock another plank. We can. That's great. So we're doing okay with 3 weapons and a 4th locked. That's definitely a good start. I'm going to need max HP. The thing that I am most worried about, as always on this character, is just elites, and also just the fact that we just don't attack quickly enough to be able to stand still and actually build up money. The goal of, as usual on streamer, is to reach 67 and 100. I forget, does streamer have harvesting penalties? I think I'm gonna take the harvesting anyways. Yeah, we don't have harvesting penalties, so it's useful to have harvesting. The amount of materials that you get are based on, you get 3% of your materials your currently held materials every second. So from 1 to 66 held materials, you get 1 per second, and from 67 to 100 held materials, or 67 to 99, you get 2. From 100 plus, you get 3, and so on. So you want to hit those breakpoints. Buy another plank, and hopefully we can roll into another one here. I am going to, yeah, I'll roll once more, and then, ooh, do I want the flamethrower? I think flamethrower might be a way to make this build work, because it'll allow us to use lifesteal to stay alive. So The question is Flamethrower in spirit for this challenge? I think it is, because we're an elemental build. As long as I go mostly planks as my other weapons, I feel like we're justified in the Flamethrower. I'm going to also buy more attack speed, because attack speed is super powerful on planks. Normally on Streamer, I would be spending... I would be trying to save money relatively early to try to hit those 67 marks, but I think this version of the character we're kind of weak early on. So we're just trying to buy enough stuff to stay alive and start moving so I can heal, because I took a bunch of damage there. So at this point, maybe I want to start buying some... trying to sit and generate more money. Let's just take 5% attack speed because of that, and then I think what I'm going to do actually here is just go into this next wave just like this, and we can start trying to actually generate a little more money. Oh, right, these guys are going to be a pain in the butt, because they will stay just outside of our range. So I have to chase those down, which means I have to move. Which isn't exactly what we want. You really don't want to spend this much time moving on Streamer. Our clear speed has been pretty good just because we have the bonus damage, though. So even with the income penalty, we're still making some money here. Do I want to reduce my speed and increase my armor? I think I do, although it's kind of close. I'll just take elemental damage here because that's what we're going to be using, and I'll start building up lifesteal even only 1% at a time. That's fine. By the bag, because we need to reduce our speed, of course. I'm going to try to stay with 100 materials here. Lock this plank so we can... I think 4 planks will be enough, and then next wave I'm going to buy these 2. We need to increase our speed because we take speed penalties for having cash in our inventory, but I think it is more important that I get my damage and stuff online, and also get my economy online. So I'm going to start moving because I took a bunch of hits there. Definitely need to get more regen. The lifesteal, of course, won't come into play until... Oh, shouldn't have taken that hit. So we do generate 6 per tick here. This is a very difficult way to play the Streamer, I have to say. Yeah, I'll take the turret. That's great. That's just 2 armor, and I'll just take more elemental damage. And then here I'm going to take... Normally, again, I would try to sit on 200 and try to make more money, but I think we just need to increase our weapons here. So I'm going to go back down to 80 and actually roll. I'll still be over 67, so I'll be fine there. Explosion damage, of course, is really good. Do I want the mutation? It's elemental damage, of course, very powerful for us, but reduces our speed even further. I think I'm going to pass on it. Something that I should really be looking into at this point is attack range. That would be very powerful for us. I need to be very careful about what I am when I'm holding still, and be judging when these enemies are actually going to do enough damage to take me out. Or have enough health to get through my planks. One thing I kind of wish I knew was which side my level 3 plank was on, because that would let me judge whether I could stay still against certain enemies better. Still struggling to make money here. I'm going to take this lifesteal. We need to start boosting that. I will take the wheelbarrow. That's great. And then I'll take the landmines here, leave the dynamite locked, and then we can go into this next wave with at least over 100 in the bank. Try to make some money off of this. On this character... Oh, I messed that up. You actually do want to move to kill the big slashers, or to break the eggs before they hatch, because you need to use the damage boost to clear these quickly. They're going to make you move anyways by placing the slashes under you. So you lose money and time spent generating cash every time one of them hatches anyways. So it's better to just break the eggs on the streamer. Ow. Messed that one up. Once I get to about 10% lifesteal with the flamethrower, we'll be in much better shape. And we're starting to make a little more money, at least. I'll still take Gentle Alien for sure. I desperately need maximum HP, so very happy to take that. Percent damage is also very important to this character, but for now we're just going to do this. I'm going to, again, just not get super greedy on what we're trying to do, and we'll try to hold less money than I would normally on this character. I will buy the bat, though, for lifesteal. That's going to help a lot. I'm not going to buy the snail. I'm not going to buy the silver bullet. I think we are planning to just survive most elites. Alien Tongue is good on this character because it lets you pick stuff up while still generating cash, like without moving, so that material can then help you generate more money. And then I think I'm going to try to sit on 200 for this wave, so we can at least start by generating 6. I do have to sidestep these guys. Okay, I thought I would have enough damage to kill that guy before I got hit, but took a bunch of hits in a row there and now have to be a little more careful. Yeah, an elemental streamer build is tough because the damage is all dealt slowly, so you can't... Normally, an elemental build, you tag them with some damage and then move away. Streamer, of course, moves really slow and also doesn't want to move at all, so we're having a lot of trouble generating actual income from these waves. That said, once I get some in my inventory, some money in my inventory, every tick I generate is still pretty good. So we're still making okay cash these waves. Like, we made 236-ish that wave, but it's not where we would want it to be. Definitely just going to take speed here. Any speed we get is really important, and I'll take Vigilante Ring for sure. In fact, I want this whole shop, so I'll try to stay at 200. I'll buy the explosion damage, I guess, because that works, of course, with our planks, and lock this turret. This is one that planks should be good in. Just the AoE of the plank should help a lot. Ooh, I will say my pickup radius is not as wide as I had hoped it would be after taking an alien tongue there. Trying to stay near these turrets. They help out a little bit. Then every time I take a hit, basically, I want to move around. Okay, I took too many hits there. Need to lifesteal. Luckily, Flamethrower is the best item in the game for lifestealing. I don't think we could possibly have won this with just planks, or at least it would be extremely difficult. So the Flamethrower was, I think, a good decision. Very justifiable as well, because this is an elemental build. Trying to sit here and not die, and alright, we made some money there. That's great. Crit chance, not super important, and we do want dodge eventually, but 3 elemental damage is too good to pass up here. 12% damage will help a lot, but do I just want max HP? I think I'll take the percent damage, try to mitigate our damage loss. Let's upgrade all of these. I guess I'm just buying this whole shop, basically. And then definitely buying this for the speed. Definitely buying this for the lifesteal. Do I want this lifesteal at the cost of elemental damage? Honestly, I think lifesteal is so important that I'm just going to buy it, and we'll just go at 281 will be our starting cash here. Having quite a bit more speed and quite a bit more damage after that wave means I feel a little more comfortable trying to get a little greedier here and try to start generating compound interest off 300 in the bank. Incidentally, if you haven't seen my streamer guide, that's one of the ones I'm proudest of all the Brotato guides. I do a lot of very detailed explanation of the mechanics and everything, so highly recommend that you watch that. It's also, I think, the most viewed of my Brotato videos. plus 17 per tick is great. Not generating 25 a tick yet, but we are starting to stack up quite a lot of money here. This actually is, with the flamethrower, not as hard as I was fearing it would be. I say as I immediately take 1,000,000 damage, but this has been more doable than I was kind of expecting it to be. Yeah, I'll take another alloy, sure. And then here, I'm just going to take more max HP. Our armor is quite good, so, and while our damage isn't good, I really need max HP because we're going into an elite wave. I could take 3 speed. I think I'm going to reroll and try to find something a little better. I'll just take attack speed. That will help with healing. Going into an elite wave, I want to spend all my money, so I'm definitely going to do that. I'll buy this. I will buy this just for the max HP, but we so badly need max HP that it's worth buying. Similarly, spicy sauce. Normally a pretty bad way to buy maximum HP, but we just need it really badly. And with 10 armor, each point is quite valuable already. 10 armor means that each point of max HP is worth almost double what it would be worth normally. How likely do I think I am to be able to kill a boss? Not that likely, but I think I'll buy the silver bullet anyways. Maybe later game we'll be able to. Still not going to buy the mutation because I really need to focus on boosting my move speed. If I buy the blindfold, it does increase our crit chance, which is starting to add up a little bit. On the other hand, I lose out on... the dodge is basically worthless. I think I'll buy it, just in case we find a bunch of dodge items, and I'll definitely buy that for max HP. And then here we can start buying stuff like leather vest, which are good dodge items. Do I want that over weird food? I think I probably do. I should also keep in mind that I can buy melee damage to scale the damage of my planks. I don't have to just buy elemental damage. But the alloys and stuff that we've been getting have scaled the plank damage reasonably well. I don't think we're going to be able to kill the elite, but we're going to give it our best shot. And I'm going to just stay moving around it to try... Oh, maybe we can, actually. That was way more damage to it than I was expecting to have done. Stay moving around it to try to keep myself both from generating money so that I keep my damage high and to kill it as fast as possible with the buffs. This is one of the harder elites if you have to move in like these patterns. Because usually with this elite you want to stay out in front of it and let it charge towards you, but the way that I chose to move, I made that harder than it had to be, basically. Also because elemental builds always struggle with the ribcage guys, because you don't kill them quickly enough, and then as they speed up, they start catching up to you. So we're kind of stuck moving for a lot of this wave. We're not going to make much money, but we did clear the elite. Very happy about that. Oh, I was really hoping I could get that loot alien. Okay, Ricochet is, I don't think I've ever had this on a flamethrower before. I'm pretty sure it works well, but I guess we'll find out. I'm still going to take it because it's really fun to try to find out what that will look like. We lose quite a lot of damage, though, so that's definitely a downside. And I'm going to take this and take this, but I need to build up my bank again so we can actually get money. So let's just go in with 233 and spend some time getting money. So what happens with the flamethrower? Alright, so it looks like flamethrower with bouncing shots is bad because it is bouncing off the first enemy and not piercing through as many enemies as you want it to. So the Ricochet has ended up being a bad take. Would have been much better off just not picking it up here. Alright, took a lot of hits there, so I need to dodge a bit and regen. And I've made my lifesteal quite a bit worse because we're not hitting as many things at once with the flamethrower now. Basically, I've replaced its normal piercing with the bouncing effect, so it's significantly less less powerful. That is very unlucky, but you know, we do things. Sometimes they work. We try science. Still made 600 that round, or 400 that round, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I still want to increase my lifesteal. I'll take the Blood Leech here. I'll keep taking percent damage, make up for the ricochet I just kind of put myself in a bad situation with. Here, I will buy the robot arm. 6 armor is still very valuable here, even though we lose the regeneration and lifesteal. And we actually do use engineering, because of course our planks scale off of it. And then I'm going to buy the plank and the weird food, leave plastic explosive locked, throw in a free reroll here, lock this because we want to boost our max HP quite badly, but I will try to get greedy and start ticking for 9 off the start of this wave. Second flamethrower would help a lot as well, just to make my lifesteal a little more consistent. We do gain a lot of HP. Also, obviously, one of the best things we could find is like Scared Sausage and Snake, which we haven't found any of. Scared Sausage in particular, we have like landmines and turrets already. And we should be more likely to find elemental items in the shop because we have elemental tagged weapons, but haven't gotten lucky on that so far. Every time I can stop and tick even for a little bit of income, it's very valuable, so I'm trying to do that as much as possible without putting myself in danger. Here, I'll just take 4 engineering. That increases our plank damage a lot, and I don't really want to spend a bunch of time re-rolling. I'll take this for sure, take this, roll, definitely take more coffee. One thing that has been going really well in this round is we've gotten 4 coffees already. Take another plank and roll. I'll take a cake, and I'm not going to roll. We'll just go in with 300 here. One of the harder waves for the streamer in general is this wave, because it's hard not to build up huge numbers of the summons. Although, given our very short range, we're actually not in as bad of a shape in terms of building up summons. Because our character is, normally at this point you're using SMGs or slingshots or something and you kill all the guys very quickly. Had to just reposition myself there a little bit, try to avoid taking damage. Ticking for some money here. With a couple seconds left in the wave. Yeah, I've got the health and armor to do this. I'm going to go like pick up all the remaining money. Alright, well we made a lot there. Obviously I can't cap my speed at minus 35, so we're not taking the shackles. And in fact I will just take more speed. Every time we see speed you pretty much have to take it. Wheelbarrow, we're going to pass on at this point. We don't need more harvesting. Goat Skull is a kind of interesting way to build melee damage, but I think we're just going to pass on it and look for more weapons that do better stuff. I will buy the alien magic for sure. That will help a lot for our max HP. Great, we finally found another flamethrower. Let's do that. I also want to spend out all my cash here, so gotta keep that in mind. Okay, and nuclear launcher, again, we're building elemental damage, I feel, and explosive damage. I feel very safe saying this is within the spirit of the challenge, so we'll buy that as well. Buy a dynamite, buy a warrior helmet. I can't afford that and a bat. So would I rather have? Yeah, I think I'd rather just have the HP and also spend out all my money. Do I just roll here to avoid having any in my inventory? I think not on a horde wave. We just got a nuclear launcher too with like very good attack speed. Now the nuclear launcher does do very well with the ricocheting shot, so that is one reason to be happy to pick that up. If we could get more Pierce too, that would be great. I like this tentacle just sitting just outside of our range, just eating every flamethrower shot. That's actually good for us because it means that we have a consistent source of lifesteal. And the tentacles, if you are standing still, they'll never hit you because they only attack to either side of you. Oh, I should pick up all this money so I... I don't know why I was just standing there. I want to actually be generating money, so I should just... I should pick that up to increase our compound interest ticks. Now that I have seen that we are not in any danger of dying to this horde wave, I can just use it to generate cash. We actually have good crit chance, so the hunting trophy will probably make money still. Not like amazing crit chance, but I think the hunting trophy will be able to pay for itself. And let's do that and roll. Definitely get both of these planks and the toxic sludge. I guess I will start by buying the level 1 plank so we can stay near... Oh wait, if I buy the level 1 plank, then I can't buy the level 2 plank. So I might have to just sell this level 1 plank next round. We'll see. Trying to stay near 300, so we're at least generating good income ticks. Finding all that explosive damage has been really nice, and explosion size. Just gonna make a quick circuit to pick up that cash. Just trying to pick up enough at least that I don't leave some on the ground from wave to wave. You really want to try to avoid that. Though I also, of course, want to try to get my currently held income up to the point where we're ticking for 25. Starting to take some hits, though. I need to at least clear the buffing aliens out, so we're going to go chase those down. They're just making these guys too fast and too healthy, for us to survive. But we made it. Here, I'm just going to grab 9% speed. That's great. Definitely more speed you get on this character, the better. Yeah, so I did mess up. I'm just going to eat my mistake and recycle the level 1 plank. Roll again. Very happy to pick up Poisonous Tonic here as well. That's going to be great. Roll again. We have the hunting trophy, so the crit chance is actually very valuable. I've only gained 25 from it so far, but that's okay. Do I want Cog? I think not. I think I'm going to roll again, and we will take Laser Turret for sure. Very good with ricocheting shot, Laser Turret. Barricade, I think you should avoid on Streamer, even though it's a while standing still item. I like Statue for the attack speed, but minus 5% speed is a really big penalty on this character, and you're going to have good armor just from the bonus armor from constructs, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'm going to take the small magazine, though. We have at least the nuclear launcher that scales with ranged damage, and attack speed is just really important, of course. Very happy to get a mouse here. And I will take Alien Eyes as well. Those can help proc lifesteal. The ricocheting shot's very good on them. They're not going to be a ton of damage, but they're just a solid item in this scenario. Took a lot of hits there. Need to make sure I'm clearing the buffing aliens. Because anytime they buff a ribcage guy, he becomes a real threat that we have to move a lot to get away from. Yeah, just had to go hunt that guy down. Really love to see a tentacle. They have lots of health, so as our flamethrowers focus on them, we lifesteal a ton. When things get really chaotic like that, I like to watch my health bar in the upper left rather than looking at my character, because I can't really see how much damage I'm taking when I'm like surrounded by explosions and whatever on the character health bar, but you always have this health bar you can use. I'll take the Wandering Bot, that can be useful, and yeah, great, explosion damage, explosion size, that's the stuff we need. Here I will just take attack speed, that's great. We are never building dodge at this point, but that's okay. I'll take another hunting trophy. Now that we have more crit chance, this will be more likely to pay for itself. More lifesteal as well will help a lot. Let's roll. Upgrade my plank here. That's great. Roll. I'm trying to spend out all my money as well. Buy the lemonade. I guess I'll buy a level 1 plank here. And do I want a cute monkey? It costs us range damage, but we already have an alien eyes, so we are, or alien tongue. So we have slightly more healing from that, even though we get minus 50% materials dropped. I think the cute monkey will still heal a lot, because we're just also killing things quickly. Stone skin is one of the best items we could possibly have found, also. This is going to be incredibly valuable for us, because we already have 26 armor, so this just gives us a ton of extra HP. Oh, wait, actually... Oh, because it's not permanent armor. So I thought this would give us 24 HP. It's only giving us 10 because the armor from Construct doesn't count for Stone Skin. It's still a very good item for us, but not as powerful as I thought it was. Gonna continue to just have negative luck, that's fine. I'll lock this plank, we can sell the level 1 plank for it. Let's try to take this guy out as quickly as we can, hitting it with our planks and our nuke launcher. With the bonus attack speed and damage buff from Streamer, you do kill bosses and elites very quickly, assuming your build has come together okay. So even though elemental builds normally struggle with elites, Streamer gets so many damage boosts and also just has so much money typically that you should be able to fight elites. I'm doing some moving around there just to get up to like about 300, and then it's more valuable for us to start standing still. We didn't find any baby geckos or anything, which are typically very valuable, or Sif's Relic, of course, on this character, because they pull in materials, which then immediately start generating compound interest for you. I actually learned a bunch of mechanics on this character, like how Ricochet works with flamethrowers and stuff like that. Losing 10% attack speed for 30% damage, is that even good? I guess it is. Our percent damage is always going to be really low, so the more percent damage we have, the better. I'm very happy to take Bandana here. Pierce is going to be really good with the nuclear launcher and also all our turrets. Let's recycle this, buy this, because we want elemental damage and crit chance. And I'll roll again. I guess I did go a little low in terms of income ticks, but that's okay. I will... Do I lock the bait? Buy the bait? Buy Ugly Tooth. Ugly Tooth is good against bosses. I think what I'm going to do here is just buy the bait. I don't want to buy it on the boss wave, so I'm hoping that we can just get the damage early, and then I don't need that much more money. Our build is already good enough to kill the bosses at this point. And then I think I will buy the Ugly Tooth as well. Yeah, extra piercing and bouncing on the nuclear launcher, of course, is ridiculous, because it means it explodes 3 times per shot. So it's going to be doing a ridiculous amount of damage. And then we've got our flamethrowers giving us lifesteal, and our planks cleaning up anything that gets too close. I'd say this build came together pretty well, and I feel like all of the decisions we made were in theme for a plank streamer. Though, of course, as always, the comments will be evenly split between people who are like, you can't take nuclear launcher on a plank streamer, and people who are like, you can't pass nuclear launcher. Both sides will consider the other side's morons not worthy of discussion with. Attack speed and range. Yeah, range is actually still good. We ended up with 0 range the entire game. Didn't take anything that reduced or increased it, I think. Let me re-roll this, and I'll just take more attack speed. Definitely taking the laser turret. So I'm interested if buying this after having the stone skin changes the way it interacts. I'm very curious about that with stone skin. It does not, but I was very interested to see what would happen there. I could lose 3 armor and 3 HP for 25% damage. I think that's going to be worth it. I'll take Silver Bullet as well. The Silver Bullets actually helped a lot. Clearing those elites was very valuable. And then sure, I'll reroll once. Ooh, I wouldn't have minded either of these 2 items, of course, but we're doing pretty well. Let's go on to the next wave and see what happens. This has been a really fast run, especially for a streamer run, which usually take a long time. I'm going to keep moving around. But I guess we have not had a lot of decisions to make most chops. Alright, and we defeated the bosses. I'll check the final DPS of my weapons as well. 1100, 7000. This is why having multiple sources of fire is typically bad, because the better source will take over from the weaker source. So this one did almost no damage. It was only doing the base damage of the weapon. Of course, multiple flamethrowers can be good because they both apply lifesteal, and that's what you really want the flamethrower for. This did 33,000 damage, and then these each did in the 8,000-ish range. So obviously the nuclear launcher carried us through the endgame, but the planks actually were a big chunk of our damage, so I do feel like this was very much still a plank build. Alright, well, we're back to a win streak of 1, and with one of the harder classes, and a weapon that I was very afraid of, so I feel pretty good about that one. As always, my friends, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, do please take a second to leave a comment, hit that thumbs up button, and that will help me a ton with the algorithm. Channel memberships and super thanks are available and all that stuff, and you can subscribe to my channel for more of this and other strategy game content. Cheers, my friends. I'll catch you next time.